The deep web is the part of the internet that cannot be accessed through standard search engines. It's accessed through Tor, which offered privacy to those who used it. However, this newfound privacy was quickly taken advantage of by criminals who could now conduct crimes over the internet in peace. The deep web became a hub that grew disturbing communities and websites. For that reason, I've compiled a list of just that. Before we begin though, I'd like to warn you that these disturbing stories feature very graphic imagery. I do my best to tone down the triggering material in most of these creepy videos because I'm not trying to put you in mental asylums here, but with the deep web it was almost unavoidable. But if you're still here, sit back, relax, tape your webcams, and join me for 5 incredibly disturbing things on the deep web. Number 1. The Red Room. Someone working at a gas station details his experience with the deep web. He was given an onion link from a guy who often shopped there. He decided to browse the deep web, and after clicking countless hyperlinks, he stumbled upon what appeared to be a live stream. There were up to 200 people logged into the chat room, most of who were prompting the live stream to start. There was also a user that was highlighted, who appeared to be the director of the stream. When the stream began, there were 2 men standing and a woman who was tied up. The director prompted the men to hit her, and continued to leave malicious commands until eventually telling them to gouge out her eyes. One of the men attacking her typed something into the chat box, which read the words 500 more. That's when the gas station employee came to the chilling realization that they were doing this live stream for a mere $500. The director agreed to this amount, and the men carried out his wishes, eventually killing her. After which a chilling message popped up in the chat box. It read, "Thanks for watching. Next live stream, 1 hour." Number 2 is Sad Satan, a game that apparently started on the surface web until it was taken down. It was brought back to life by the Reddit community as they tried to unravel the mystery behind this game. After this, the game was remade, only it was placed on the deep web due to its new features containing very disturbing content. The new content featured disturbing audio, which, if listened to, could make the player sick. It also featured child pornography and child brutality. If you're thinking of playing it, make sure you play it on safe mode, as certain players have explained they still feel sick when thinking about the imagery and audio the game exposed them to. Number 3 is human experiments. The idea that terrible human experiments riddle the deep web might be slightly fabricated, but it does exist. And this story is a good example of the messed up things that can happen on the deep web. After browsing around, someone found what appeared to be a website dedicated to human experiments. The owners of the site kidnapped people, brought them to various warehouses, and conducted horrific experiments on them. The victims were usually homeless people, but it also ranged from toddlers to teenagers. The experiments were usually to see how much pain a human being could sustain before dying. One guy browsing the website saw a chat box pop up. The owner of the site was on the other end. The guy was asked if he liked the site. When he said it was sick and he was going to call the cops, the owner responded quickly with the guy's name and his entire address. The guy visiting the site quickly exited and called the cops. Because Tor doesn't save any history, all traces of the site were gone from the computer and impossible to access. The guy decided to move house as he feared whoever owned the site would find them. The site is only available now through archived websites. However, the people who ran it haven't been caught and are more likely still operating in some way. Number 4 is pay the price. The deeper you get when browsing the dark web, the more likely you are to find websites that have tough layers of security. Sites you can only enter with a membership, which is extremely difficult to obtain. So, for the most part, we'll never really know what's going on in the absolute deepest parts of the internet. However, one brave Reddit user might have changed that, as they've been to the depths of the web and have come back to detail their experience. They began receiving information by talking to some shady individuals in various chat rooms. They had some phone calls, but eventually they got invited to visit one of the restricted websites. Before they were allowed to enter, they had to go through a number of tests and had to have a one-on-one Skype call with the admin. They eventually got in and found out it was a video sharing service that allowed people to upload videos and sell them to those interested. To merely be a member of the site, you had to pay the equivalent of $350 in Bitcoin. Even then, you still had to pay to watch the videos that were uploaded. The person who was visiting the website bought access to one of these videos and quickly found out why this website was so heavily secured. They were distributing snuff films. The one the visitor stumbled upon featured a group of men attacking and killing a homeless man in an alley. The visitor quickly left the site, but their experience shows us an example of the system used in the darkest parts of the deep web. Number 5 is RealLife Dolls. In 2012, a 4chan user posted an account of his personal experience on the deep web. He said that he found a website that sold real-life dolls. In his post, he said that the website was made by a surgeon who kidnapped and abused girls as young as 10. The surgeon would then strip away their sense of smell, taste, and hearing and remove their teeth so they could not speak. He then sold them for up to $40,000. A lot of 4chan users chose not to believe this post, as there was no evidence backing it and it was a bit too messed up. It was also said it was impossible to find unless you randomly found it through the hidden wiki's countless hyperlinks. It was dismissed until somebody actually found it and were smart enough to take a screen cap. The website turned out to be even creepier than the 4chan user explained, as it detailed very thoroughly the messed up surgeon's operation. Although it has been found, people still believe the website is somebody's messed up idea of a joke, and hopefully that's true. And that's it for this video, guys. I don't think I've ever been happier to end a video, because god damn it, there are some messed up people out there. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and possibly consider subscribing though. It could be fun, you never know. Either way, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed your taped webcam. No, it doesn't really make sense.